What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Yo, by the way, I want to thank all the people that liked and commented on yesterday's video and subscribed on that God of War video that I made. Basically, I had the playthrough or whatever and the moments or whatever, but I didn't have a face cam or anything because I just sat down and played it for like my own enjoyment. I still hit the, you know, shadow record shit whenever things happen. So that video was like a result of that, and I technically I have more of a reaction to the game, but I'm basically done with it. I didn't kill all the Valkyries and shit like that, but yeah, I basically it's all over. All the bosses are dead, story's wrapped up, and now we're all basically waiting for Ragnarok. The ending scene as well. If you don't want to be spoiled for God of War, just, you know, pause it, skip a couple seconds or whatever. But I have my reaction to the final Baldur fight, which is, you know, some booms and bams and it's all the typical just yelling stupid shit. I have the reaction to Atreus's full name reveal, or at least the name that his mother wanted to give him, and it turns out that he is actually Loki, the god of mischief, I believe that's what it is. So yeah, that'll be interesting for Ragnarok. And also, speaking of Ragnarok, Thor shows up at the end. Not the Marvel Thor that you're used to, the Thor, like real Thor. Pretty sure the real Thor had like red hair and shit. Oh, okay, I did dodge it. Holy shit! I died to a grenade, not the... Okay. Dude, did you guys see the shit that was potentially happening to cheaters now? Where apparently people that are using, like, silent aim and other, like, obvious things to be cheating and shit like that, apparently they're making it so their bullets are actually, like, doing no damage. Because their accuracy is so high, they're actually doing less damage. Now, a part of me thinks that that is, like, really funny, right? Like, if that was actually, like, a purposeful, implemented thing specifically for cheaters, like, people that have insanely, unrealistically high accuracy technically will do less damage. So you go, you're a little shithead, you go and download some cheats and shit like that because I don't fucking know. Tired of losing at everything in your life? I have no idea. This is also a very, very big assumption. But what if this isn't something that was actually implemented just for cheaters, but what if the better that you are as a player, they actually did make you do less damage, and the worse you are, your weapons will actually do full damage? That might also explain why sometimes when people go and test certain weapons and things like that, they're getting different results, server side versus live as well. There's some stuff that could lead in that way, but I'd like to think that, you know, it was specifically just meant for incredibly high accuracy before it does anything like that. Something that's completely unrealistic, like fully automatic weapons, and you have, like, you land 80% of your hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bullets. Yeah, you're probably cheating. I'm curious what that threshold is now. I still need long shots on this well gun. It's probably gonna be nerfed before I even use it in Warzone, or before they even fix the atomic camo on it, but I don't really give a fuck. I'd rather play multiplayer over Warzone anyway, so don't fucking care. I did a God of War video, now everyone can leave me alone. I thought they gave a damage clamp or something. They did something about the maximum amount of damage or some shit with Fortified. It's literally not doing anything in hardcore. It hasn't changed a single thing. Got a good amount of long shots in that game. Dude, is Lost Ark out yet? What the fuck do you guys tweet about anyway? Missed out on the closed beta and want to catch up? No, I didn't miss out. Get up to speed before launch with this new player primer. God, man. 4 days ago, they put out a new trailer. Why are you releasing so many trailers and not the game? I don't know how much I'm gonna play it, but it's something different. Shit. I would do this shit all the time before, where I would try to, like, take one video out of the week to do, like, some sort of, quote, variety thing. But it's just... everything is, there's nothing new, and times are a little different now than what they were before. There's a lot more obstacles, let's just say that. How did I look like I was an enemy? I'm not saying shit. I feel so fucking betrayed right now. I don't want to argue with him. No. I'm gonna have some self-control here. I'm honestly very lucky I didn't play a ton of hardcore back on, like, MW3, because the amount of griefing and shit that I dealt with back at that time, when everybody thought it was just funny to make me scream and cry, people really broke me, man. People think that I'm, quote, like, depressed now. Like, you don't understand. My life right now is infinitely better. I got a whole support system. I got all this other shit, like, shit that I did not have back then. Like, support system of, like, people that really, like, actually understand it. You know what I mean? Back then, I had to face tank this shit. Try not to say shit to people. They're like, it's so nice to see Jeff playing something that he enjoys and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I mean, I do enjoy this. What I don't enjoy is that certain things are not getting fixed. In terms of the gameplay loop, this is my favorite game. I am the best at Call of Duty. It's the game that I am best at. Not better than everybody else in the world or some shit. I'm not saying it like that. I mean, best myself. This is, I cling to shit like this. This is what I do. Can't be surprised when I've been clinging to it for like 15 plus years. Quit my job like 8 years ago, doing the same shit over and over and over and over and you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, the Eagles lost. I mean, that was expected. The Eagles are like the weakest team in the entire playoffs in the NFL, but ultimately speaking, none of this even matters. None of it. I will say, watching the Cowboys lose felt great, though. At least the entire NFC East is gone now. Cowboys losing basically felt like the Eagles winning. I'll take it. Call it sad or not, but everybody thinks it's a good thing to be a gold medalist in the petty Olympics. Like, I had people straight up, like, tweeting at me about, like, how about them Eagles? And it's like, bro, I didn't even say anything about them. Like, I just, go talk to your family. Like, you don't sit there and enjoy it with your friends and family or anything like that. You don't talk to your friends in Discord, talk to them about it. No, you tweet at FaZe fucking Jev on Twitter. Also, that God of War playthrough was not as crispy as I wanted it to be. The rendering, I don't know. There's just so many particles and shit that it just doesn't look nearly as good on YouTube as I wished it would. Bitrate for like the playback and shit like that, but then I feel like I'd have to upscale it to 4K and then upscaling, whatever, man. It doesn't look as good as I wanted it to, but it's what it is. It's not like it didn't look that good as I was experiencing it, like actually experiencing it, not making a video on it. It's weird. That whole time I was watching the Eagles lose, I was like watching anime and like, I was actually having a good, it was weird. It's like I basically had already assumed that they had lost already, given there's a whole lot of like bandwagon type shit that goes on, but I mean, if you're in Florida, that's enough of a punishment as is. I literally stopped going on family vacations when I was a child. You have to understand this. When I was a child, I stopped going specifically to family vacations because they went to fucking Florida. Never enjoyed that fucking place. You can enjoy those NFL wins, man, as insignificant as that bullshit is. I actually had a really cool opportunity at one point. Probably could have changed a whole lot of shit in my life, but it was happening in Florida, so it just didn't happen. Don't care. How you're supposed to enjoy yourself when you go on a vacation. I remember the last time that I was there. It was like Universal or some shit. No idea how old I was. Probably before like middle school even. I literally did not leave the hotel for the entirety of the time that we were there. I don't want to go outside. The weather is terrible. And then when I go out there, what the fuck am I gonna look at? Trees, swamps, all while half suffocating while looking at it all. And this is coming from somebody that was in the middle of fucking nowhere, New Jersey. Like, I necessarily don't care where I am so long as I'm not in Florida. Or anywhere that's even close to as humid as that place, to be honest. Because it's not like New Jersey isn't humid. But every time I think of being uncomfortable, basically go and work out until you break a sweat, right? That's basically what it is to just be in Florida. You're just sweating.
I got played the game last second because they all spawned in front of me and I got my bloodthirst. Look at this shit. Oh. Didn't even show it. That's sad.
Of course it doesn't show it. They haven't been able to show kill cams and final kill cams for like the past 3 years. It's crazy. We got this giant like upgrade and like with Modern Warfare 2019 hitting like the new high level for Call of Duty, just reinventing shit for people, bringing them back, reinvigorating the series. The really common shit, the really like basic shit that we were used to. Don't know where they went, but hey, at least your gun makes sense. Did you know that there are full-blown videos out there of people dissecting a video game's gunsmith, talking about how like historically inaccurate or accurate it could be, or how like some certain thing is sliding or a bolt is doing this fucking... Who gives a fuck? How much damage does it do? Who gives a shit? Worry about that shit in real life. I chose violence today. I'm just... My disappointment is immeasurable. But this is who I am. But actually, thank you for all the God of War love. It was fun.